Hi, I'm Claire Trapasso. I'm the news editor of Realtor.com, and I'm here with Danielle Hale, our chief economist, to talk about our mid-year housing forecast. So tell me, why did we decide to issue a mid-year forecast? Why are we revising the current forecast?
Well, that's a great question because we don't do this every year. We decided to revise our housing forecast because the housing landscape is very different than we projected back in December. And when the market undergoes such a big shift, we want to make sure we're giving people the best information about what's going on in the housing market, hence the updated forecast. There are a couple key things. One, inflation is a lot worse than we expected and worse than most economists expected. That has prompted the Fed to increase its short-term rates, and that has had an effect on mortgage rates. We expected mortgage rates to be 3.5, 3.6% or so by the end of 2022. They're already up over 5%. It's a really big landscape shift for anyone buying a home with a mortgage. Higher mortgage rates raise costs for buyers. And they're coupled right now with higher home prices. The combination of higher home prices and higher mortgage rates mean costs are up about 50% compared to a year ago. And so buyers are having to really navigate those higher costs by getting creative or in some cases pausing their home searches.
Wow. Does that mean that prices could potentially go down?
So our projection is that prices are going to go up. And in fact, our price forecast for 2022 is higher than we originally projected. And that's because high prices have had a lot of sticking power. The beginning of the year, prices have risen much faster than we originally expected as potential shoppers worried about higher costs on the horizon tried to get in and act quickly. That created a lot of demand in the very early part of the year. The big picture trend is that we expect home price growth to slow. That hasn't changed from the original forecast. We do still expect home price growth to slow. It's just slowing at a slower pace than we originally expected. So for the year, we expect home prices to be up a little over 6%.
What about home sales? If prices are going up this much, could sales slow?
We do expect home sales to slow, and that's another big pivot between our original forecast and this updated version. We had expected sales to grow about 6.6%. We now expect them to fall about 6.7%. Now, to put that into context, home sales were so fantastic in 2021 that even if we see the 6.7% decline, home sales in 2022 will be the second best year in the last 15 years, second only to last year's home sales figures.
Are there any bright spots for home buyers right now?
The biggest bright spot for home shoppers is that we expect to see more homes available for sale. We originally forecast essentially flat, a very small uptick in inventory, but we're now expecting a 15% growth in the number of homes available for sale on the market.
Does this mean that the bidding wars and the crazy offers over asking will start to die down?
It's still a seller's market, and especially in some of the hottest markets, buyers may still encounter bidding wars and multiple offers, including offers over asking price. But we do expect those really competitive conditions to slow down, especially as you get into markets that typically have more calm real estate environments that don't get overheated and really competitive. I think for both buyers and sellers in the market today, staying informed is the best thing that they can do. They can get the data and insights that we're sharing today at Realtor.com/research and Realtor.com/news.